Hi there, I'm verified champion algo trader Kevin Davey, and today I'm going to talk to you about real life algo equity curves. So let's get started. So today I'm going to talk to you about real life equity curves. I'm going to show you some examples, but first, a warning. Equity curves like the one you see here can deceive. And you've got to realize that right off the bat. As soon as you see an equity curve, you should think about how you might be misled by it. So here's an example. This could be an optimized backtest. You don't know. If you just saw this out on the internet somewhere, you don't know how it was created. It could be a curve fit, optimized, hundreds of parameters all finely tuned to get this curve, in which case it would basically be useless for the future, but you don't know. And you don't know if this is in sample, if this was done during development, or maybe it was just developed up to trade 30, and from trade 30 to 85, it's real-time performance. Though that would tell you something completely different than if the whole 85 trades were all optimized trades. Hopefully you see what I'm saying. You want to know what has happened after you develop the strategy, once it's run live. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with real money if you've accounted for slippage and commission correctly. What's important is that you aren't screwing around with the strategy, aren't changing it and modifying it along the way. You build it and then you let it run live. And seeing an equity curve that has that kind of data in it is a ton better than an equity curve where it's just an optimized backtest. And the third point, which I just mentioned, are you accounting for trading costs properly? Are you accounting for slippage and commission? And are they realistic values? A lot of people just ignore slippage and commission. They say, oh, well, hey, this is a pretty liquid market, the mini S&P, the ES. Oh, there's no need for slippage. I don't need to account for that, and commissions are cheap, so I don't even have to worry about that. Well, depending on your strategy, it could make a huge difference, especially slippage. And what I've seen in my own trading is a lot of strategies will look good without trading costs, but as soon as you put trading costs, they fall apart. So you have to watch out because equity curves can be deceiving. So, my tip, just ignore 99% of the equity curves you see out there. The only ones you should really trust are ones that you create, as long as you know what you're doing is proper and you're doing things the right way. And two, you can trust ones that you get from a trusted source. Somebody you know has a history of showing equity curves that are realistic with real-time performance, those kind of things. Otherwise, I would ignore it. I would ignore the equity curve. And probably 99% of the equity curves you see out there should just be ignored. They're all going to look good. Otherwise, why would people show them? But if it's not coming from a trusted source or coming from your own work that you know you can trust, I'd watch out. So who can you trust? Okay, well, if you develop them yourself and you have a proven process to develop strategies and it's backed up by good real-time performance, you can trust yourself. And if you get it from somebody else, if you know the background of this person, you know strategies they've created, you can probably trust them. That's a small group. And the big thing, you just have to remember, it's easy to create fake artificial, bogus, whatever you want to call them, equity curves. It's easy. It's easy to trick your backtest engine to make a great looking equity curve that would never work in real time. And if you're saying, well, I didn't know that, well, you might not know your trading software well enough then. You should be able to create artificial, great looking equity curves. Once you do, then you know some of the things to avoid. So here's what most people do when they're developing strategies. They take everything, their inputs, their rules, with all their data, and they run it through an optimization engine, get the best case, and start trading. I mean, that's just wrong. So the curves I show when I put on webinars and in my YouTube videos, I don't show you optimized backtests, and I also show real-time performance where it's appropriate. So you can see that area in the light blue is actually real-time performance. So I stopped developing the strategy somewhere around trade 55, and everything since then has been running without code modification other than normal code maintenance like walk forward reoptimizations. Those are the kind of things you want to look for. And finally, I add in slippage and commission. So you can see for this back test, there's a certain amount of slippage, certain amount of commission. Make sure when you're looking at an equity curve, you look at the performance report and make sure those things are included. So hopefully this has given you some background on equity curves and what to believe, what not to believe, what to trust, and at least giving you some food for thought. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll keep making more. Thanks. I'm Kevin Davey. Have a great day.